Hey guys, how's it going? Jay Sensational and welcome back to the channel. Today, a lot of you have requested that I do a video on a Kindred deck. So this here is Kindred VIEGO. This is very similar to the Thresh VIEGO of old days past, sort of a deck that's always been in the meta, never really super prevalent on ladder, but always had some results within tournament, things like that. It is a pretty cool deck. It always had the Viego Hydrovine kind of combo beforehand. You just try to level up Thresh, pull Viego out, and just overwhelm the board with big sided units, or just atrocing Viego to face. Now we have the addition of Kindred. I think Kindred is a really cool card. It's always been one of my favorite designs of champions in Legends of Terra. Ever since it came out, I was really loving it and really hoping that I can make it work. But I think within the Ionia shell, it actually does quite well. The reason being that you still have all of the PNZ control tools, or sorry, not PNZ, but the SI control tools like Vile Feast, Vengeance. You could run other cards like Whale Box, but this list does not run those, just to proc your slays, as well as cards such as Ravenous Butcher and Wings in the Wave. This deck does utilize these two slay cards to proc Kindred for pretty much no cost, as well as being a guaranteed proc. So if you decided to Vile Feast a target and you really needed the Kindred proc, your opponent could interact with the Vile Feast and suddenly you don't get the Kindred proc anymore. Whereas a card like Ravenous Butcher and Wings in the Wave, once you play them onto a unit, you do get a guaranteed mark from the Kindred. What makes the Ionia package so good is that Kindred's stat line is really weak by itself. Having 3 mana or 3 health for being a 4 cost is very susceptible to being killed by a lot of things. And within Ionia, we get some very important cards to protect Kindred, namely Noblify, Syncopate, Twin Disciplines, as well as Deny, and Spirit's Refuge if you want to just throw that in. But it's no surprise that the same cards that did so well to keep Viego alive on board is really good with Kindred. And what Kindred offers this deck in particular, that Thresh really didn't offer, even though, you know, Thresh was a 3/6 challenger, Kindred does have that ability to really help control the board. Being able to slay a unit, if it's the better, or rather the more mid-rangey, the more taller decks that Thresh really struggled against because Thresh only had 3 attack, Kindred can now easily just interact with them, and that might even force reactivity out of your opponent. So let's say you played Kindred plus like Ravenous Butcher on turn 4, and this marked like, I don't know, your opponent's Pantheon. Then they'd have to commit something first, and then again, being Ionia, we gotta be reactive with all our other control tools. So I think this kind of archetype is really cool. It's probably doing pretty good right now. I think this still struggles a little bit into Ari Cannon, but you could definitely tech this deck in a way such that it is a little bit better. So cards like Whale plus Box could come into this deck a lot better. If you're facing a lot more taller decks, you could put in more Vengeances, more Ruinations. But for the sake of this video, this is the current list that I've played in just some of my games. I will show you guys a second list that is just slightly different. Again, a lot of these cards within here are pretty flexible based off of what you want to play into. So this version has 1 box, 2 wills, 3 vengeances, and Greenglade Lookout as a 2-drop to just really help cheapen down your late game. So like Greenglade Lookout's definitely a considerable card, especially when you run so many expensive cards. Being able to curve out Kindred on turn 3 or Viego on turn 4, Hydrovine on turn 6, all of that is really good. I very heavily underrate this card, but depending on the list you're running, maybe this isn't as good. So it's kind of up to you. You could put in more spells over here. You can put in more like flex slots like the units to display for the Kindred, but this deck is pretty cool in how it works. There's a lot of flex slots you can use to customize, which is really cool of a deck. So enjoy the games, and I'll catch you guys next time. Stolen Conch. So he's playing some mid-range deck. So these are probably too slow. I want to find my playable cards. Maybe I should keep Hydrovine just because it's so insane in these sort of matchups. Oh. Ooh. I regret everything. Good card at least. could be like battering rams. Should be pretty funny. Unit, pow. Oh, that is playable. So no rush. We're probably the slower deck. So if he does want to play anything, perfectly fine. If he wants to pass a turn 5 and play Garen, I just chuck a Vengeance at its face. Seems good. Ooh. Reckless Trifarian. That's a card. Not with you anyway. Get in there. Pow. The issue with VIEGO is it's just gonna get like bloody business, right? Sort of like thing. Aha. I don't think I'm vengeancing that. Oh, it passes. Interesting. I could play this now and I have Twin. He likely has like Concerted Strike. You can go for like an attack here. If he wants to commit into it, we can like Twin. We have Vile. Probably can't play VIEGO until next turn, unless he plays like Garen first. Then we can jam VIEGO. Would be pretty solid. But if we like fight for this, we have Vile Feast plus Twin. So I'm not super worried yet. I think I'll go for Twin first. No, that's not true. Whirling Death. Whoa. Oh, it's kind of interesting. Okay. I mean, we're just looking for a turn to play VIEGO. If he commits like 5 mana this turn, if he taps under, I think Bloody Business is 4. Yeah, he could have single combat. He most likely has single combat. Single combat with Trifarian. This is pretty bad. So ideally he taps under 2 mana. If we both pass, definitely sucks a little bit for me, but again, I'm just trying to look to see where I can get VIEGO down. This would be a good spot for Kindred. Because then not only would I have Twin, I could also just slay something and kill a unit. Kindred does do work in a lot of these mid-range matchups, huh? Yeah, that's it's looking rough. You just have to play it anyway. If he has single combat, it's really unfortunate. I can't single combat 2 drop into my 5. I'm gonna change this deck list slightly after this match. Whoa, okay. Sick. Sort of. Don't have like good trades here, but his open only deals 5. Like we'd have to like chump block down here. Can ideally just like glimpse something. Probably like the 0-1 block here. But now we let ourselves have mana to do other things. That's a card, huh? Not quite what I had on my bingo list, for sure, for sure. This one off. I can trade it and then play a second VIEGO. Not the worst. This deck doesn't have burn, so I can go down. I can afford to like, you know, use my health as a resource. Classic. Like we just take 10. It's a little risky, but what's it gonna do? You can rally, I guess. I can deny a rally. Ideally, I get my VIEGO to 6 health so that these Basilisk Riders can't just threaten to trade into it. Okay. Ooh, Refuge is a great draw. So if he rallies, you can even just Refuge. You don't even have to commit to anything else. Fortunately, we're not proccing VIEGO next turn, given our current hand state. Oh, it is rally. Shumpo. I think it's still smart to deny this. I think let's just be reasonable here. Right, because this is better when he wants like rally. So like next turn, say he attacks, then rallies, we get a double block sort of. This is really awkward. I can take these passes now because I have Spirit's Refuge. Say he has like another Whirling of the Deny. If he develops like with Garen here, we can just Vengeance it. And then we have the Notify for any sort of strike spell. Definitely is a little bit awkward given our current hand state. I think that pass is fine for us. I think we're still in a fine spot here. Because like if he tries to rally with Spirit's Refuge, then that's like really insane. So even if we do this, we can still Notify plus deny. Say it's like a second Whirling Death or something like that. You can even just like twin. Okay. Having second VIEGO in hand is also not bad. Okay. Like now if he rallies, he just attacks my lifesteal VIEGO again, right? So the question is, am I glimpsing here? I don't think I am. It sucks a little bit not being able to have like any sort of proactive play here. Yeah. I guess I can Vile Feast. So even if he Shumpos, we have Twin. And we can get another Valley block. Alright, so just not rally. Okay. We need to find stuff to do. What would be ideal? Kindred's not even good because it was Spiderling. Okay, not quite ideal unless we can like flip VIEGO this turn. How close are we? We're kind of close. That's 8, so that's 16. We'd have to like Spirit Leech our own unit, then Wing and the Wave it. Which, you know, to take control like a 5-3 is probably just reasonable. The issue is we tap out of pretty much everything. It's probably still fine. I'm not going to attack with these because I don't want him to not block these and then just rally on me. I still need to worry a little bit about like potentially Concerted Strike. Potentially like some buff plus X. As long as I have the Twin, I should beat most things. It's kind of tough to say for sure. So like I'd have to what if I twin this? So I'm 4 off. Oof. This one's a little bit tough. Because something's already died. I'll just play 2 of these out, I guess. I'll just add some chump blocks to the board. I think we're chilling for now. Reckoning. It's probably a deny. Not quite the card I had on my bingo list. What a bizarre game. Soft Twin. I could now attack with these. I don't know if he runs Rally. And then I could potentially set him to like Atro range if he doesn't block, which is also potentially fine. Because like even if he rallies, I can just block one and be fine with it. I can block 2 pretty well blocks. Like his rally here isn't very good at all. And then if he goes down to 9, he just puts himself in Atro range, which then he really realistically can't do much. Yeah, and then this is fine because now we match, like, we're like even on board. Not blocking means he says he has a way of killing VIEGO, potentially.
Of 2 golden crowns, one
Okay.
bears tarnish, and now we wait.
What? When I'm summoned... Oh, nothing struck, so I just played for tempo. With this Vengeance, I'm not sure how we die. Maybe there's some way.
News?
We have Vengeance, we have Twin. Feels unlikely we lose from here. He could say, like, use Might, then we have Vengeance. If this VIEGO dies before it levels, that's kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. We have so much value in hand that we can probably just get there anyways, as long as we survive. And he has to also be scared of Atrocity if he starts, like, pre-committing things. I assume it's like a Might, potentially. Bloody business. So I do this. It dies. Damn. It's not really where I want to be. Pre-committing the Vengeance is so tough. I do still have Twin. But this doesn't beat like a second one. Does this beat Twin? This does not beat Twin. Oh, but this doesn't die anymore. Kinda awkward. So this is 1 off beating Twin. Oh no, it does. It gets 12 here. Okay, got there. Yeah, so we just took the game patiently, and we managed to sort of just I don't know if we out-tempoed him, but we definitely took control of the game there. Just was a little bit patient with our non-developments. And we were just able to get there. Mono Pantheon. It's an interesting matchup. This is a matchup where I think Kindred could shine pretty well. We do also have like the standard tools to really just help try to control the board. I think in this case we really want to find Kindred. This to chump like a mountain goat for a turn isn't like the worst, but I think Kindred is just what we're looking for here. Maybe I mull like too aggressive, maybe I was supposed to keep VIEGO or something like that, but my gut feeling says find Kindred, and I'll stick to it. You're not gonna play anything, I'll just smork you for a bit. Pow, 3 damage. It was definitely not worth to play Butcher there and just go for 6. Or was it? It's kind of interesting. Maybe it was. Who knows? Although most likely not. Whoa, no units, okay. Okay. If his game plan is very slowed down because he just doesn't have units, we're in a solid spot. Really excellent draw. Can we play it this turn? What are we afraid of? So let's say sharp sights into X. Sharp sight single. We have 6. Sharp sight goes to 4, 5. He could double sharp sight single. That is a lot of things for him to need to do. And if he double sharp sight singles me, I don't think I'm that sad.
Something soon forgotten, werewolf.
Okay. It's a good draw. So we can go for something like this. We have the twins to, like, you know, deal with it if he chooses to block, which he doesn't. Which I think is relatively smart. Zenith Blade. Oof, okay, so now we just go for the Butcher. And now we have double twin, and I think it's very unlikely he somehow manages to kill my Kindred here. So this is like where Kindred just really shines in like these mid-range matchups. We even potentially have like Spirit's Refuge. That doesn't be like 2 strike spells, but... Oh wow, okay. Seems good to us. There's not much we can do here, unfortunately. We could like Kindred spell our own unit next turn just to mark Pantheon. It's definitely a very strange line. If he passes, I'll pass back. Yeah, I'll just take the pass back. I have Vengeance and stuff like that in my deck. Like, this thing's never living. Oh, 3rd twin. Yeah, there's no hope for this Pantheon. Sure. Is he blocking Kindred? I don't see how this could ever go well for you. I sure hope you can fight for this, buddy. I also have lethal if I just double twin these guys, which is really funny. But I'll just play for control here. So he'd need to have single combat here in order to pop this, which case he'll just die anyways. Kindred. Against Mono Pantheon, when they have so few units, Kindred just being able to pick them off is so good.
With grace and precision.
And, you know, we have 3 Vengeances in our deck as well, so that matchup should be relatively good for us. You just switch decks? Is this a counter queue? I have no idea. This is something that's gonna be slightly slower. I don't hate something like this. Potentially Glimpse is fine to keep, just as sort of a value card. Because it will be a value matchup. If he gets like an early Elise plus Iceborn now, it's gonna be a little bit scary. He did keep 2 cards. Cards that he potentially keep, I assume, are like Elise. Maybe it's also Iceborn. It's gonna be a little bit tough if it's Elise and Iceborn. No Elise, okay. Kept 2 cards that weren't either, which is kind of interesting, at least to me. Just don't really need to do anything here. I'll just get 1 out here at the very least. Okay. I can't glimpse this, unfortunately. It's kind of weird. He kept 2 cards, but nothing that I thought he would keep. Potentially it's Iceborn and X. Oh, glimpse it. Please glimpse it, buddy. Whoa. Okay, I mean, that's presumably a pretty obvious reason why you would want to do that. Like, he's just setting up for an Iceborn next turn, in which case we'll just Val Feast now. Yeah. Alternatively, it could just be like a crawl, not crawling, but the 6 mana card. I assume most likely it's just Iceborn. Hopefully we get to play VIEGO beforehand, and we don't. We could try to get a glimpse here. Not sure if it's totally needed. We just play VIEGO this turn. I'm pretty happy with our current situation. We got one Iceborn down. It's gonna be a little bit scary, but we can go wide. And wide is a little bit sketchy just because these have so low health totals. No fight's a good draw. Play this out for a few units. See what's up. Syncope is so good against like a Vengeance. We could like Spirit Leech one of these. We still have mana to Syncopate. If he has like a Ruination, we can at least like Glimpse again. Okay, I'm convinced. Just cycle and find some cards. Second VIEGO, excellent. We even have like an attack. Yep, there's the Vengeance. Just say that you're smiling. Syncopate, man. Such a cool card, honestly. So sick. Do I need you? I'll keep you around. Sick. Ooh, really good draw, too. I don't mind just, like, despairing that. It's gonna be very annoying to kill that. Actually, I'll just Vengeance it. I think that's the better thing to do here. If he has Crawling Sensations... I think we can start with the Glimpse. And then open Vengeance, kill Trundle next turn. If that's necessary. I don't want him to like randomly flip a lease if I can help it. So... if he tries to vial this, I can Opify it. Okay, so this is fine. Yep. So we preserve our mana. Next turn we go into kill Trundle before he flips it with the Ice Pillar. And then we should be in an okay spot. We are cycling to try to find Deny, because if he has like another Vengeance, we do need to have the ability to actually interact with it. But yeah, killing Trundle before he can play Pillar is pretty key. These glimpses have actually sort of impressed me. Ooh, he's gonna entomb his Trundle. Oh, he's entombing my guy. Fair enough. I could play a second VIEGO. It's actually kind of funny. I don't want to like run into like a Ruination accidentally, but... this is an Elise? No, it's not. Second VIEGO? I'll just play VIEGO next turn. Let's not be greedy here. This is 1 mana 6/6 for stats. It's a little bit unfair if we let that through. We can play VIEGO now and we're in a chilling spot. Hydrovine, excellent card. He's gonna be a little bit sad when he sees this, huh? But Hydrovine. Yeah, let's not like troll. Just in case, like, you know, Ruination. But in that case, was Hydrovine better? It's kind of interesting. I don't know what was better there. We don't get to like get any value out of like the VIEGO here, unfortunately, but totally fine. Sure. Yeah, we're chilling. We're so ahead that we can just take some easy passes like this. Abyss. It's fine. Save our glimpses for when VIEGO comes down. Because, like, level of VIEGO versus Howling Abyss, I think we win, naturally. Ooh, Kindred's also really good. Yeah, we're just free to take passes here. We have Kindred. We're just really solid here. Can't. I mean, we can force some attacks here, too. So, make sure to kill this. It's kind of annoying. I mean, this flips VIEGO. Sure. Don't see how I could care.
We must all make sacrifices.
I could have like denied that with like a Vile Feast or a Glimpse, but again, I just don't see how I could care. Viego's gonna flip perfectly. We're just chilling. Yeah, so like in this case, we have our late game engine going on. He has a Ruination. Yeah, that sucks, I guess. We got a pretty free Glimpse, I guess. We can Glimpse again. I wasn't quite sure he was playing this card, but this definitely is a little bit unfortunate. We'll just double Glimpse and get our cards. Ideally, we've hit like another Hydrovine here. But he's like so limited on cards. Oh, he flipped Viego. Oh, wait, I'm so smart. I'm glad I ordered that correctly, because I would have been really sad if I just, you know, randomly sacked my Viego there. Oh, another Hydron. We're so good. Yeah, I like almost accidentally just like glimpsed my Viego before it leveled. Would have been pretty bad. But we did find Hydrovine. We do have second Viego because we decided not to like cast Despair on Trundle like a smart person. And now like we have Viego. If he plays a champion, it dies, and then we're just steamrolling here. Still Vengeance mana. It's a little bit scary. I could just instead like play Kindred. So I'll mark one with Kindred, which hopefully goes off before the Viego. And then like if he wants like Vengeance this, we have options, right? Right. And now we're free to play Viego and just swing in for massive amounts of damage. And then worst case scenario, we have Atrocity to end games. We need to get there. No Deny still is a little bit sad, but we definitely got there in the end. Scouts. Scouts might be a toughie. Good unit, bad, bad, bad. This could be okay, capitalizing on units turning to 3-3, having the ability to block. Something like early second place, just turn 4 with this, and that's kind of slow. Ideally find like Fading Icon instead. So let's toss these. Wow, Feast is not bad. But then we have Camovoer. Oh nice, we found Fading. Okay. And suddenly, much, much better. Alright, this is a pretty good, like, Vile Feast. He's tapped under Resolve. We can get a 2-for-1 here. We lose the heal, which is, you know, a little bit unfortunate, but not a big deal at all. And then we can go Fading Icon. Get 2 more blockers going. I was questioning saving the Vile Feast for, like, a Valor, because he could play MF into, like, Valor, and that could be a little bit frustrating. I think we'll offer the trades now before he can play MF. Like, these trades are always good for us. Because, like, once he plays MF next turn, he just freely challenges. Whoa! Okay, didn't expect that one. Really happy about that one. So, I presume there's no MF based on this play?
No prey.
Never mind. I'm really bad at this guessing thing. So you can still play Valor. What do I do if he does that? My turn becomes very awkward if he plays Valor, because then I'd have to like concuss opponent. If I pass now, I'm be okay, I guess. This is why I wanted to save the Vile Feast. I wish I had like a Notify, you know. So I have to like palm this just to slow him down. It's not the greatest. but it covers my tracks a little bit. Makes his turns a lot weaker. Which is a good draw card. Being able to capitalize on this is really solid. Ooh, VIEGO also quite good. So if he rallies, he could like kill my VIEGO. Safe plays just do this. I like safe. Let's make the VIEGO slightly bigger before we drop him. Because like this would die to like a Relentless plus X, and X being MF. I don't know if these X are on Relentless, but like even like Pursuit plus like, or Aegis plus like, you know what I'm talking about. Rally is still very scary. So Rally, like, he gets to pick off 2 units for almost free. Crying. Yeah, I really wish I had the Vile Feast. Even like, Notify would have been perfect, but in this position, we're taking it. We are taking it. Okay, we only take 6 here, I guess. Yeah, like saving Vile Feast or Valor, definitely super important. It's I had Notify. I only have 1 Notify. Maybe I should go up on Notifies. Like his open attack here is not great. If he plays like a scout, he can stun it. Or he can play Camavorian. Oh, MF? Oh. A little problematic. Well, realistically, can't really play another rally, right? Like, if we play VIEGO this turn, it's not even good. Like, we'll just die to another MF attack, so I do have to do this. We don't have a way of killing MF, but we have to play a little bit of catch up here. Banking mana is not good when our hand is all do-nothings. What am I drawing for? I don't have a way of killing MF. Playing this is just the same thing. It's not the same thing, but... Ugh. I'm not sure what we're looking for here, which is definitely the worst part of it all. That's no good. We're basically dead unless we find a Vile Feast here. Not looking very promising. Yeah, this game's over. Definitely tough. No Notify for the Valley. I actually need to go up to 2 Notifies. Notify is really solid too. They might have mini morphs, but we have 9 threats. Let's find our threats. The need to like Vengeance Xerath feels pretty bad. We'll just try to find our threats, and it's kind of hard for him to actually deal with Kindred. Still find another Vengeance. He probably won't play this until he plays Doomkeeper. Just so that it can, you know, give the 3-1 vulnerable. I'll play it now, just push 3 then. And we have no one more if we need to get to there. And then we can bank 2 into Kindred on 4. Seems pretty solid. It's a pretty easy trade. Is it though? Okay. It's like I beat Right of the Arcane, which is really solid. That's a really good card too. Okay.
Something soon forgotten, dear wolf.
The hunt begins.
This does let him play like the whatchamacallit? The Desert Naturalist, but wide boards probably aren't that big of a threat. Yep. We can't really do much about a second one, which is slightly unfortunate, but at that point we have Spirit Leash to draw us more cards. This Kindred can survive, I think we're just straight chilling. Because his ability to deal with this is not actually that easy. Now it's basically 0. Oh, second twin. Wow, that's really good. Oh yeah, this costs 3, huh? Slightly unfortunate. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Never mind. More than just slightly. So right now we don't really have any... We're not doing anything. Interesting attacks. I'll probably just leave this up. I don't want... Oh, I should have done the other way around. Oops. No, I don't want him to like having the Desert Naturalist, because then I'm going to be blown behind on tempo. Like, these cards just do nothing for me right now. I'm just going to need to pass slowly and try to find a, you know, VIEGO, Hydrovine, Kindred, etc. Yep, straight chillin'. I guess this is okay now. Like, Limps would be pretty good. If he wants a Desert Naturalist now, fine. We are quite behind. Glimpse, good draw. We'll try to let him commit first. I don't want him like just pokey stick my guy. Yep. I could play this out, just like, you know, trigger these guys. I'll just go for this. I do need to start cycling some cards. No, Pokey Stick is good. Viego. I don't want Viego to get like that, obviously. But I can play Camavorian, which is really good, and then I can play Viego. I can't really play around like a mini morph per se, but ideally it's drawn to more of my threats later on. Oh, perfect. Sort of perfect. I could deny though. It's actually like a solid deny. Oh, that's probably unnecessary. I just play Viego this turn. Seems better.
She waits for me beyond the mist, my queen. You will serve.
Viego has this really cool effect where if his effect procs at the end of a turn, actually summons at the start of the turn, which is really good. Because now you just get a free blocker here, right? Yep. Sure, I'll take 5. I could twin into it just to make it like just so that like Viego, you know, like has higher like level up proc. So the only reason I would save this is for Kindred. He's already used 2 rights. I could deny the 3rd right. Him having 3rd right, it's also a little bit low. Taking 5 is probably a little bit rough. I don't know if I mind. We're chilling.
Surrender to me.
Never one.
Without the other.
We just need to start diversifying our threats, because if we're caught lacking, you know, he could simply just like mini morph my Viego and then, yeah, and then I'd be a little bit stranded on what I'm doing. We'll start marking things. Letting him replay Zillion, probably not the best, but what can you do? Second Viego, solid. I don't have a way to like beat Arsenal. Oh well, I do, Vengeance, but if he has like Spell Shield,
Flawless execution.
which he does not, sick. Ooh, he could Hourglass that, huh? Hourglass is a little bit scary. Hourglass is really freaking scary.
All life must end.
I can attack with this because of Twin. I can attack with this. I want to trade. He's not trading. stress. Oh, so now I can... I mean, that doesn't... See, now I have to Vengeance and just pray he doesn't have Hourglass. If he has Hourglass, whew! Oh, god damn it. That stinks. I'm not even gonna slay. It's not to slay something. But, very scary. Very, very scary. Can I flip VIEGO? No. Not a chance. So, oh, he already had Scout, right? Yeah, we're screwed then. Because he had Scout. I was probably supposed to Vengeance next turn. Just, like, ditch my VIEGO here. Because, like, with this Scout, we're just really screwed. We need to draw Palm. No, it's gonna have Spell Shield when it comes out. Yeah. Oh, we can draw... No, we can't draw Atrocity. We could draw, like, Double Palm. It does have Spell Shield, right? Yeah. So you just draw Double Palm or, like, Double Interaction. Ooh, so close. Unfortunate. Yeah, he got us with the Hourglass. Well played. Fair play. We're close. Yeah, like... Damn. I tried my best to, like, stress out his resources mana so he couldn't Hourglass. But I got a little bit greedy with the Vengeance there. I should just Vengeance on his attack so they need Hourglass and buy me another turn. So that was a little bit greedy on my part, for sure.